Namaskar, Nilesh Oak, and this is Dr. No Shorts, Part 1. Insights on Hindu science and Hindu civilization in less than 5 minutes. All right, let's see how this goes. Archaeology evidence. There is enormous archaeology evidence for flooding and destruction of Krishna's Dwarka in 5525 BCE. In fact, the evidence exists around the world. Now, how did we predict this 5525 BCE? Well, the prediction for the flooding and destruction of Krishna's Dwarka begins with the year of Mahabharata war. Using multidisciplinary evidence, I have shown why 5561 BCE is the year of Mahabharata war. Mahabharata text also tells you that Krishna's Dwarka was destroyed due to flooding of gushing sea waters 36 years after the Mahabharata war. So if you add 36 years to 5561 BCE, it takes you to 5525 BCE. That's a predicted year for the flooding and destruction of Krishna's Dwarka. Now, the evidence exists all around the world. I am going to share with you one specific piece of evidence, extremely scientific, extremely empirical, very rich, measured using 9 different scientific empirical parameters, and all of them point to 5525 BCE. This is work of Ryan and Pittman, two geologists from Columbia Universities, done more than 20 years ago. What you are seeing here is this data coming from 9 different scientific parameters. You can see this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is going back 30,000 years before today. And 0 is, think of it as our time, 21st century, or think of this as the middle of 20th century. That's considered the present for many radioactive-based studies. And based on all these 9 parameters, it points to that 7,500 years ago, 5,500 BCE, different parameters, all of them pointing to that same conclusion. If you look at the table, a raw 14C carbon radioactive date or age based on it is 7,160. Think of this as a before present. When corrected using the calibration, okay, more precision, we get the calendar age of 7,540 years. And you can do a quick comparison that takes you to that 5,500 BCE. 5525 BCE. If you would like to read more about it, you can read many research papers, but also a book by William Ryan and Walter Pittman, Noah's Flood. This was published about 20 years ago, and it is available on Amazon or a good library near you. So quick summary, a multidisciplinary evidence from Mahabharata text and its analysis based on various branches of science leads to 5561 BCE as the year of Mahabharata war. You add 36 years to that based on a Mahabharata text reference. That gives you a prediction for the flooding and destruction of Krishna's Dwarka in 5525 BCE. And immense archaeology evidence exists: oceanography, hydrology, climatology, geology, sedimentology, seismology, and many more, okay, around the world that corroborates, validates this flooding and destruction happening around the world, but specifically for Krishna's Dwarka on the west coast of India in 5525 BCE. And the Black Sea evidence is extremely impressive, and it corroborates this particular timeline for the destruction of Krishna's Dwarka. That's it, guys. Let me know what you think of this series, and if this is something I should continue. Namaskar. I will see you shortly in another Dr. No Shorts.